All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Super Bowl is here. We have the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders facing off in the Super Bowl. If you'd asked me, I don't think I would have seen this matchup even when we knew what the bracket looked like. I mean, beginning of the season, I wouldn't pick this. Um, when this started, I wouldn't have picked this. Yeah, dude. I mean, I figured the Cowboys just had a clear road. Um, but this Commanders team is playing well. They're balling. They gave up 3.7 points and only 17 points to the Cowboys. Their defense is playing so well. Their offense is playing so well. They remind me of what the who was it? The Ravens last year, I think. Just able to score points and play defense. They definitely have that Ravens vibe from last year. And then the Dolphins just they outscore people. Although their defense is playing really well too. They held the Bills to only 13 points. They held the second best team in the AFC to 7 points. And they held the best offense in the offensive playbook in the league 17 points, all while putting up at least 24 points a game. They definitely had the toughest road to get here, in my opinion. I mean, the Commanders just played who was on their schedule for the playoffs. I mean, the only team they really beat was the Cowboys, but that was a great win. The Cowboys are going to cowboy at home in the playoffs, and they, in true Cowboy fashion, choked against the 5th seed. So we have a 3-5 matchup, which is insane. Both 1 seeds only scoring 17 points. That kind of looks like something that's pre-programmed. You never know. The slow sim is a different animal. And if you've been following with the team to this point, we only have one guy that is hurt for the Commanders, and that is Bryce Huff. For the Dolphins, they are still without their rookie tight end Sanders. Other than that, we're all healthy. Let's go through the roster real quick so you know who's on this Washington Commanders team. Justin Fields is now an X factor, having a phenomenal year. What a move by the Commanders. Trading back to pick up Justin Fields from the Bears. And, Justin Fields got his revenge in the playoffs against the Bears. How awesome is that? Jalen Warren, a great pickup in the before the trade deadline. They drafted Xavier Worthy in the second round. Turned out to be way faster than we expected, but disappears from time to time. Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin really had good games last game. Gesicki, just a steady check down blanket for him. Charles Leno Jr. is back. We made it here without our best left tackle. Lyle Collins is back. So we had the rookies, Zach Sinter and where is he? And Donovan Jackson right here. Zach Sinter and Donovan Jackson were playing guard, while Sam Cosmi had to play left tackle, and it worked. The move worked. Mitch Morse came over on a 1-year deal. He's playing very well. Andrew Wiley, and then of course we drafted Chop Robinson with our first pick, and he is now a superstar. Landon Jackson has to fill in for the injured Bryce Huff. Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne are just absolute monsters inside. Stutzman, Cody Barton, and one of our best sub linebackers. He moves, he pretty much plays middle linebacker in the sub packages. Jamin Davis, Kendall Fuller, Emmanuel Forbes having a great postseason. Benjamin St. Juste, Derek Forrest, and Jatavius Martin played really well at safety when Cameron Curl drops into the box. So, Badgley's clutch in the kicks. Riley Dixon, great punter. It's amazing what this team has done to get to this. So they have another tough matchup here, 11-6 versus 11-6 records. Let's get into it without further ado. But you know what? Before we do that, why don't you pause the video and tell me who you think is going to win and who you think is going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. My prediction is it's going to be Justin Fields. Justin Fields, very chalky. I think it's going to be Justin Fields. Let's go.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground, Achane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Going to the air, Tagovailoa over the middle and complete to Waddle. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Now 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That was short one to Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Running left, it's Warren. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Fields being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a give, right side. It's Brooks. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Phillips drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Tua. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Now Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On the give, it's Warren. Shifts past him at the 45. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and a yard. To throw is Fields. This pass hauled in by Dotson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Fields. Going right back to Dotson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple. On play action, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His first ever catch in a Super Bowl, a nice moment, and also a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down at the 28. Again, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Fields on first down. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Tua to throw again. Open net is Waddle, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Okay,
it's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Now it's Fields. Quick slant, complete to Turner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They need 2. Here's third down. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle to the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And third and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, it's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Tua. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense set to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Dotson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Fields now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Fields throwing again. Out route here, he finds Turner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Fields throwing to the hands of McLaurin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you give that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Throwing again is Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Miami set to take over. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The offense on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Fields. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. To the air again, Fields. Caught by Turner. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Turner is there for another one.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed, and it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough, was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. They're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Trying to improvise. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.